For the way things are going, if I'm not careful, I'll end up being the only one in pig farming. The market is not favorable currently, so I just decided to share with you before you give up. And in pig farming, when you say the market is bad, it is largely based on the buyers. All right, that is the market. So if you're not getting people to buy your animals, that is where we see the market is very bad for you in pig farming. Comparing that to the cost of feed ingredients on the market, you understand? The first one I will share with you, and I have already done that personally to my animals on the farm, is that you reduce your head size. Your head size, that is the number of animals you have on your farm, to a number that you can confidently take care of them without any stress. It is always nice when you have more animals on your farm. Based on the economies of scale, the more you have, the more money you make. But at this point, you need to have some manageable number such that the resources you have is sufficient enough to take care of them. So with this downsizing and maybe reducing the head size, it is basically you selecting those that are not performing well and letting them go. And then you maintain those that are good for you. There are some animals you might try to let them all grow at the same time or at the same weight, but truth be told that in pig farming, it is very hard for you to get this. It will even get to a point that you have about 10 and only 5 or 4 will be doing better. The rest are not doing good. You try your best to ensure that they are all on the same pace, but what will end up is that you invest too much into those animals and they are still not growing. Those you suspect are not doing well, you should let them all go and get the small amount at that point and use it to take care of the ones you have maintained. I mean, the good ones you think will help you. So it's not about always increasing your production. If you do that, or you are always forced, you think you are always forced to always produce, you end up stressing yourself, which is something you don't have to do. Your mental health will be at stake. So you need to ensure that you have the animals on your farm that you can confidently take care of them. As I'm talking to you, I have 25 now, 25 pigs on my farm, 25. You understand? And these 25, 5 of them are the breeding stock. The 20 are ones that I'll release them in 1 month time. So you have to also ensure that you reduce the number of animals you have on your farm at this time that the market is very slow. So slow down and select only those that are of good quality. And the next one you can also do is that now that the market is down and you have reduced your head size, the number of animals on your farm, it means that you have extra cash at hand that you can use to experiment and do other things. Usually in pig farming, we pay our workers based on the number of animals on the farm. So this time that you have restored a significant number of them, if you reduce the salary of your worker, he will understand it. And also, you are not also spending too much on maybe water and electricity again. You understand all this. And then feed, you don't also spend too much because you have reduced the number of animals. So this is the time for you to also go out there, learn about marketing. Instead of us relying solely on the buyers who come and buy the live animals, take it there. It is the time for you to also try to get the consumers directly to your farm. Those who buy the fresh or the other value added product like the pork or the smoked pork, they come to buy. This is the time for you to go out there, secure that people and ensure that you have registered them and you are building long-term relationship with them. And then from time you educate them about pig farming, and when your animals are ready, you then let them know that will be slaughtering. So with this case, what I used to do is that I do have people who come to buy the live pig, take it to the community, slaughter, share with the people, and bring me the money back. This is what I did when I wanted to take care of the control of the market. Instead of me giving the pig to the person, I secured those people who are interested in cut of pork. And I got this butcher to come to my farm. He will slaughter, cut it into the portions that the people have paid for, and I dash it to them. Pay the butcher, he goes back to his town or community. And I also get my money on my farm. I don't let it go anywhere else. So you can also do something like that. And then get the people to register with you, come to your farm, and then have their cats taken away. So this is what you need to know about securing your market and selling directly to the consumer. Because the more you do that, the higher your margins you get. And it will help you to stay afloat whilst also being strategic and thinking about the future. So remember that you are not forced and nobody will arrest you to keep producing or to slow down your production. So you can always ensure that you maintain what you can confidently take care of. And this also is also a time for you to set up something like a farm store if you have not thought about that. Have a farm store where when you slaughter, your pork is put in the freezer there. People can visit you maybe for fresh cut, and then those who also want the frozen ones, they can come there and get them. So this is the time for you to also, after you have reduced your spending by reducing the head size, you use that extra resources, learn about the marketing, and also set up a small table or a small stand where now you sell directly to the consumers. It is all things you can start thinking about now. And if you do that, you see that the market will be shaking, all right, but you will not be affected like we are experiencing now. And the next one you need to also take care of is that you need to now sit down and observe critically. Look among your animals, those that are not performing well. And this, I'm just telling you that you should also look into getting good genetics for your animals. There are some pigs, they grow better than others. No matter what you feed them, they will grow and outgrow the other pigs on the farm. So you need to go out there, get those breeds, or even look among your herds. On your own farm, you have such animals there. There are some, no matter what, like you'll be feeding them the same kind of feed, but they'll be growing better. It should tell you that those are the animals you should keep. So always invest in a good breed. Pig farming is a good breed. It's all about growing very well and growing faster for you, and also being able to give you large litters. Sometimes the hybrid, they do very well. If you go by the hybrid, maybe get land waste mother and then a drop as a father, they mate, they bring your offsprings, they grow very fast for you. If you get large white, you get the land waste mix, those will grow well for you. With the fast growing ones, even the little feed we give it to them, they're able to convert it all into body mass. So you don't need to keep all the animals on your farm because they are from the same mother or the same. You have to let those that are not doing well go and maintain those that are of good quality, that in no time you can sell them and make your money back. And the rate at which people are dropping out of pig farming and trying to look elsewhere is very alarming. And I don't want that to happen because there's a lot of opportunity in pig farming if you do it well and you become more strategic. So I'm just here to ensure that whatever I do and it goes well for me, I'll come here, announce it. You also try to do it in your area. If it works for you, we keep replicating it and everybody enjoys and benefits from the same formula we are using. So when the market is down, your production should be slowed, and to reduce the head size, the number of pigs on your farm, you reduce it. And also take the time to go out there, learn about marketing, and secure yourself some direct to consumer customers. People who buy directly from your farm, the fresh cuts, and not those who buy and also go and sell. For those people, they will definitely want to cheat you or exploit you. So avoid those people, and also go out there and secure yourself quality breed of pigs. Those that will grow very well for you with the little resources or feed you give it to them. They grow very fast for you. You understand? And it is also time for you to also analyze and also optimize some practices on your farm. If you have been using pipe-borne water or treated water to wash or disinfect the pen, it is time for you to start harvesting rains. When it is raining, you have some container out there, you collect those waters, you can use that to wash and disinfect the pen and pigs at the same time. So find ways to also reduce your cost so that you can stay competitive enough. But remind you that pigs that are of the same parent will still have different growing rates. So you have to ensure that those that are not growing well, you let them grow very fast, and then you maintain those that are doing well for you. This is what I just wanted to share with you in the video, and to let you know that you are in this all together. You all get what you want at the end of it all. So just ensure you don't give up, and if there's anything you would like to know, don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you leave your comments, I'll get back to you there, and maybe if I'm to give you my phone number, you can have it and maybe join the WhatsApp group. We can all move from there. Let's share to help each other navigate this tough time. It is very alarming how people are dropping out of pig farming and regretting in the business. Like I told you, I have 25 now on my farm, which in next month I want to sell 20 and leave 5, which are the breeding stock, you understand? But then those among those 5 to 2 of them will also give birth or follow, so they'll come to replace the 20. And I made decide that always in December, that is where there's a market for these animals. So December, and I release these animals, I get the money at a very higher profit margin. And then as it slows down into January, February, my animals are not plenty on the farm that much. So I can manage those ones and also wait for the middle of the year where I then shoot again. You don't also have to rely solely on pig farming alone. Ensure that you have certain things you are doing outside pig farming. You have a different thing. Maybe you are working a job, fine. You can sustain yourself with that. Or you have a crop farm where you're also harvesting some crops. It's also fine. Or maybe you have some poultry and then collecting eggs and selling on a daily basis. It's also fine for you. So just ensure that you have other sources aside pig farming alone. That one, if anything goes bad, it will go far to affect you. You need to ensure that you protect yourself and diversify how you make money from your pig farming business. Pig farming, one thing is that pig farming, the money comes very quick. If you sell them about 20 at a time, the money is bulk enough for you to start other ventures. So if you get it in that way, use it to also diversify your means small so that you don't feel too dependent on the pig family alone. So this is what and why I put on this red shirt, just to let you know that we are all in the danger zone together and no one is going down. We must float. Let nothing discourage you and find a reason and rekindle your purpose, your vision, the mission why you started pig farming. Let it be stronger than the money you are making out of it. Alright, so as you're also waiting for this time, I think it's also time for you to start learning about certain things you don't already know. And those you can find them in this guide I have just included in the link. So go down there, download this book, and also start to learn about what I am doing down here. Mind you that what I included in the book is what I'm just doing purely. It's based on what I have learned in my 4 years so far. And mind you, in 4 years, I've never weaned a pig for the pig to die again. Once the pigs are weaned, they all grow up to the stage I want to sell them. And I've not also suffered any loss like due to disease on the farm, because I also follow my vaccination schedules. I know when and how to give medication to the animals, and they're all doing fine. So I have included that in the guide. You just go there, get it, read it, and let's see how it's going to help you. For those who have already read it, you can let us also know in the comments.